just asked me a question. I think it's kind of funny, so I try to bring it up. The student asked, is snowmobile bug a kind of insect?
Is what?
Snowmobile. And you say when the snowmobile bug hits. So the student asked if this is a kind of insect.
You're talking about snowmobiles. When you called just now, I was putting a whole bunch of winter pictures up on Facebook.
Yeah.
And after you're done, you can see that there's a picture of a black machine sitting in the snow. It's on a bike cab. It's a snowmobile. Wintertime, you can use that to hide the top of the snow.
骑机车啦，雪车。And what about the bug part? Bug.
About the what?
You say snowmobile bug. B-U-G. So they. So you got my joke? They think it's a kind of insect.
I should have printed out I didn't print out a copy of the article this time, but I would have been. What's the sentence I used? You read the sentence that they used?
Okay, it is in the north. The people from here venture to when the snowmobile bug hits. The desire, you want to buy a snowmobile, but they think maybe it's a kind of insect.
We use, I don't have any here. We use, when I was a young man, we didn't have snow machines and we wore what were called snowshoes on her.
它雪在雪可以行走的鞋子 ，snowshoe。
Snowshoe is a big has a web shoe that you put on your feet, shoes, and you can walk on top of the snow. And when you look at my picture later on Facebook, you can see pictures of the street.
Yeah, we saw that.
We use the, if you go out with a snow machine and you go way out into the woods and it breaks down, won't run, you try to walk back, the snow is very deep, the snow will come up onto your knees, and it is very hard to walk. So if I go out in the woods on a machine, like in the winter, I will carry snow with me so that if I break down, I can put the snowshoes on my feet, walk out on top of the snow. What you say? You make me think of when I was a young person. Sometimes in the spring of the year, in March, it is starting to warm up, but there is still deep snow. Well, in the morning, after the night when the morning comes, it's cold. So on top of the snow, it is hard, and you can walk on top of the snow. But then the sun comes out, and the sun shines on the snow, and the snow gets soft, maybe at 11 o'clock morning before noon. Snow is so soft, your feet going through it. It's sinking. So if you don't know that, and you go 2 miles or 3 miles walking on the top of the snow, you turn around and come home, and you start breaking through it, you will have a very hard time to get pretty tired to make your way home.
So you're right. When the snowmobile bug hits, means you want to get a machine like this.
Some of the new ones are very heavy. And I bought a big one that has 2 seats. It has a seat for the driver, and then up behind it there's a seat for a passenger. So I could drive it, and Diane could sit behind me on the passenger seat. But it's so big that if it gets stuck in the snow, I am not strong enough to move it.
Oh.
But usually when they get stuck, and they sometimes do, and just pick it up, but this one is so big, but not fire.
他的车子如果卡住就完蛋，太大了。Alright, one more question before they ask you questions. We say tracking snow in November. It is seldom that we have tracking snow in November. Tracking snow.
Chocolate snow?
Tracking snow. You write it.
Okay, I got that. I got tracking. When we hunt deer, we go hunting deer, shoot deer. If the ground is white, snow, then you can see where they have stepped. You see their tracks. Because if you have white snow and the deer steps on it, it makes a hole.
Ah.
So you can look at the ground and say, there was a deer here and it's walking over there. So then you can go and try to sneak up on it. Try to follow it. If there is no snow, then it is very hard to find their tracks because there's no snow.
Okay, I
If
see.
you want or walking out from the snow, put down, and you can't see their track. But if there's snow, you know where they've been, and you can even tell if the tracks are old ones or new ones. So it helps you to find the deer you are hunting.
那这个 tracking snow 是可以追踪路的序的。好 ，OK。
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Whitby. Are you building any more cabins?
No, just one.
Good.
I want to show you about the winter in Taiwan.
好的。
I want to show you the Taiwan's winter.
Okay.
In the Taiwan winter, the farm doesn't work. And so we can
Make oven-like structure and bake sweet potatoes inside the oven. You can do activities like this on the field, on the rice field.
and we also put
Clay.
clay. We put the clay like this, like
Pots, like
Okay.
yeah, and we
make a hole.
make a hole in the nut. Then
Make
we put
make a
Wood.
put the wood and burn it. Then put the sweet potato in it. And when it burns and we
Okay, push the clay.
push the clay, then eat the heat, hit the put sweet potato.
These are
And we want
Dig.
and dig it and we can eat.
unique.
Yeah.
You move your hands just like my little dog, like that, reminds me of a little puppy. I mean, just Charlie. See my son? He does that.
Yeah.
You want like,
Yeah.
well,
And I want to ask you, the snow in your country, the snow, it can really make a ball, snowball. Really?
yes, what, you're thinking of snow, oh, when you say, where's that girl with the picture? Boom!
I never see snow. Never.
You never seen snow?
Yeah, never see.
Did it? You can take when it's warm, there's different, snow is different at different times. If it's real cold, like in Alaska, the snow will be dry, very dry. It doesn't have a lot of water in it, moisture. If it's a little bit warmer, the snow will have more moisture and be wetter. So if you take, maybe it's 30 degrees, and you got warm, you take snow, you can take it in your hands and go like this. Just like you put bread dough, you can take bread dough to make bread, and you can make it brown if you want it. You can do that with snow. And we would have snowball fights when we were kids. We would get two teams, snowball at each other. And sometimes we would build what we call forts. We'd build a wall of big snowballs, build a wall, then we'd hide down behind the wall, because hiding and sticking my head, throw it, and then hot. Throw it, and then hot. So, you know, we had a lot of fun with snow. You can take sleighs or toboggans, if you have a hill, you can sit on them, ride down the hill. You can take a big, like cardboard, on a very big piece, and you can sit on it and pull up the front of it like this and slide down the hill. There's all kinds of fun things to do. They sell plastic, they look like big, huge plastic plates. They call them flying saucers.
Flying saucer.
Kids will sit with them. They will sit in there and slide down the hill. And you have seen people ski, but they ski down and jump and ski. So, snow has a lot of fun things to it, but it's a lot of work. I have to shovel it, clear a path, like a car. If it gets too deep on the front of my house, I have to shovel it up because it could do damage. So it's you should come with me when it's visit me. Visit me in January.
Yeah.
And lots of heavy clothes that we have to take. I'll show you my hat.
他去拿厚重的衣服。
Okay, I gotta show you.
Cool.
Yeah, Herbert, you feel warm?
不是，这是动物的毛，老虎都算。
This is rabbit fur. And I'm going to show you something. Let's see. Made in China.
中国做的。
Made in China.
Yep. No, you see, it's probably lived in the mainland, whatever the case. Chinese people are helping you stay warm in the winter.
中国人帮助他们冬天。好。
Cool.
Okay, I can tell you what else.
Okay.
四支枪。这六支。
Big old jet, big old jet.
And Michael, did you go to the cabin in the winter? Cabin. Please.
Yes, I took off to my cabin once there.
To shoot deer.
And I use you know what a sleeping bag is?
Yeah.
I use a thick sleeping bag. And I got one that was made in China. And it is good. I could sleep outside in the snowbank at minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. If I get inside of that sleeping bag, just my nose sticks out, so I can breathe. I can sleep right on the snowbank. That's how warm it is. But it's very thick. And sometimes we use I think the one I've got is the regular one with lots of polyester padding. But if you buy one made with down, goose feathers, goose down, you can literally walk and lay in the snowbank and sleep. So when I go to camp, I got a good four Chinese sleeping bag. That's what I get in. Well, I got a stove in my camp. I warm it up. Have you ever seen ice on a lake?
冰上的。
Ice on a lake?
No.
We walk on the ice. In the winter time, I just walk all on the lake.
And did you wear the shoes like
Spike.
spike?
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Shit.
And I would wear big boots with good bottoms on them. Keep my feet warm. It's fine.
Hi, Michael. Hi, Michael.
Hee haw.
Have
Hee haw.
你好. Have you ever
like red spots on your skin. I think I've seen people in the US, when winter comes, they got a lot of red spots on their body.
Sometimes if it's very cold, your face would get kind of red color, but it's very light. It wouldn't be spots. It would be more like all over. If your skin is exposed to the cold, it can get very rosy red color. Yes.
如果 expose to 暴露在冷冷的天气，它会好像玫瑰是绿色这样，玫瑰的颜色很红这样。还有一个问题，刚才的，
Elder, she doesn't have to be shy with me. I can only speak a little tiny bit of Mandarin. I can say, Ni, Dong, Hua, Yen.
你是中国人。
I can say, forgetting. I know I can say hey, Guam, then American first. That's all I can say. But you don't have to be shy of one or talking to me.
That is real.
You do much better than I do.
比他还会讲吗？
Much better than I do.
Okay, I have a question for you, Mike. You mentioned tobacco shape. Do you have a shape to keep your tobacco? And what kind of tobacco?
Small building that I keep your tools, I keep my smoke sheet stuff inside of there if I'm not using it, so it's protected from the snow. Otherwise, it would get all covered with snow and ice. And then it would be hard to use. So you put them in sheds, little small buildings.
And you keep tobacco inside. Tobacco.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, you keep tobacco for your own use? Smoke? Oh.
Yeah.
Inside.
Oh. A lot, like a machine called a snow blower. It cuts through the snow, pulls it away. But I don't do that. I use a shovel. I'm an old time guy. I think the old place.
Oh, you don't use tractor or other machines like snow blower. They have invented something like a robot to clean up the snow and
Well, I don't have any of those, but they use big machinery. When they do the roads in the wintertime, they have big trucks that have big snow balls on that just push right through the snow and throw the snow off the side.
okay. And I wonder how animals like chickens survive in extreme weather.
My chickens in the winter live inside my shed. I have a door cut in the wall that goes outside, and right now, every night, chickens come inside and sleep inside.
they have heating? No?
No, I don't have, it's not heated, but the chickens will be okay with the cold as long as they are protected from the wind. So the wind, because the wind would cause you to cause them to freeze, the holes on their heads, their feet would freeze if they were outside. What does happen, when it gets cold, they will not lay very good eggs. They don't lay eggs very much when it's cold. But when it's warm, they lay lots of eggs. I should say, there are different kinds of chickens, and the ones that I would have, the ones that were bred to be able to withstand cold weather.
The chickens in Taiwan will be able to survive in Wisconsin.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Do you?
Well, if we put a stove in the barn, and we put a stove to keep it warm, the Taiwan chickens would do just fine. We'd have to heat them.
That's a lot of cost. So, do you like cold weather?
Not now that I'm older. When I was younger, yes. Now that I'm older, no.
So if you get older, cold
When I
weather.
get older, I'm going to be very comfortable if I want.
Okay. I don't think I can survive in Wisconsin in winter. It's just too cold.
Now, you would find it hard at first, but then you would your body would get used to it. When I was a young man and I was a Marine, and I went to Okinawa, the Philippine Islands, Vietnam, it was very hot. And I would sweat and sweat and sweat and sweat. But I got used to it. And when I got more used to it, then I still was warm, but I didn't sweat so much.
Okay.
So I think you would get more used to the cold. I don't think you would like it too much.
No.
But you had fun. You get one big snowball.
I don't get a cold all the time. So a lot of people go to Florida for winter.
Pardon?
So many retired people go to Florida during the winter.
Yes. Florida, the state of Florida, down in the Gulf of Mexico, has a semi-tropical climate. And if you get real far down toward the ocean in Florida or in Texas, it's warm all winter long. You could be swimming wearing a bathing suit in the middle of the winter for down on what they call San Padre Island in Texas, or down very southern parts of Florida. And Florida has more older people. We call them senior citizens. They're more older people than any other state. Just lots of older people go to Florida. And they go to South Texas. And they go to Arizona, off by California.
Yeah.
Because it's so, climate is so much nicer. But, problem is, there's just lots of people, so it's more crowded. And you know what, you're used to that. It's like that in Taiwan. In Wisconsin, what I said once maybe 100,
or 1,000, I think. I don't remember, but there's no comparison. No comparison. Yeah. So, 靠了没有？他说他要跟他聊，在等他。好，那 alright 我们先回去。
拜拜。
Okay, Michael, I'd like to tell you about the historical school thing. I